All right, the time is, hold on. I am to film this. 10:37 a.m. Eastern, Thursday, September 5th, 2024. 2024. Okay, I'm bedridden, folks. Remember, because of the traumatic events, prolonged duration of time that I have witnessed in this property here, this house in the middle of DC, it's a terrorist cell. Oh my God. But it caused me to say the alphabetical letter I. I say I. It comes out, and I'm really sensitive and shy about it. When I get out of here, I won't say I so much, and it won't come out in my writing. It used to come out in my writing before. It's how my brain processes things. It's okay, it's fine, but it's like a rough draft. You don't publish that. You edit it and tweak it, your finished manuscript, and there isn't a whole bunch of I when you're writing something, okay? But I noticed that that very same pattern came out in my speech. The more traumatized I became, yeah, oh God. So for the public, please bear with me with how I talk. Wow. Okay. I am bedridden. I am literally staring up at that same ceiling that's on this video. I can't move. I am bedridden from this poison that they've been using that made me so sick that I reported it was the same poison they literally tried to kill me with on Instagram videos. That was what they were doing. They knew it was being filmed. They didn't care. That shit fucking nearly did kill me. Apparently, I didn't have vital signs that could have put me in the hospital. Hospital would have sent me right back out. Home, go home, you're really sick. But I mean, that's if I didn't tell them I had been poisoned with some sort of. They would have done blood tests. They would have found there's some sort of toxic stuff in my blood tests, but they would have also found that it's contradictory to all the rest of the diagnostic tests. There's nothing really wrong with me, and it would have been really a surprise, and they would have wanted to research this and investigate things, so on and so forth. But that doesn't happen in Washington, D.C. None of that happens like a normal facility, a normal institution, a normal hospital would function. Not even in a million years does that happen in the institutions and facilities in DC. It's the fucking counter opposite here. They've militarized their police force, their hospitals, you name it, they've taken it for military purposes. The city is lost, it's over. The city of DC is gone. Okay, so I knew I didn't need to go to the hospital. I knew I was critically sick once they started using this really serious, really toxic gas that they're using now every day in here. So that videos, that's what I meant by it was historic, is they're using critical chemical warfare in the capital of the United States. I was emotionally, I had every right to emotionally say what I was saying. I had every right to say it, but at the time I was filming it, I didn't realize this is historical video evidence of a chemical warfare. No, I didn't, but that's okay, you know? And then I'm not able to talk about anything, ever, except the chemical weapons and mostly the dead body stenches that I smell in here. And then a lot of the times, if anyone can remember, I'm not allowed to talk about the dead bodies either. So all I ever talk about is the chemical poisoning. And so all the public hears is me talking about myself and the chemical poisoning through historical events. So I feel like the public I think I'm the only thing that matters here through freaking world history. No, I don't think I'm the only thing that matters through world history. I'm not allowed to talk about one freaking thing, and I've about had it. I have to let it go. I have to wait for a better day when I can talk freely about whatever I like and set the record straight. What I want to say this as I repeat the alphabetical letter I over and over again. When proper research scientists get together and they learn how I operate, how I resisted these just toxic, lethal poisons, I demand this. Oh, I mean it too. They know this in Africa. They know this. I demand this. But I don't have to be mad and upset. I can just demand it. It'll happen. Great. I'm glad I can do this. And you know why? Because it's me. And I am talking about myself, but I'm not talking about myself like I'm egocentric. I'm saying I have some power here because it's my body. When the research scientists pinpoint and stuff and things, all the stuff and things they do with pinpointing and making medicine from how I resist poisons, I demand every country in Africa has proper hospitals with the money that it makes, the medicine from how I was born. There's a medical discovery. It's clear, everyone knows it. So then my mind went immediately to, we have some really evil dictators in Africa, and then my mind went to, no, you don't. The Russian and Chinese military have already destroyed them. Just wait and watch. So we're going to have a great, clean playing field, a clean slate in Africa where we can just put all these nice, lovely hospitals there. Proper hospitals. Like, why didn't you ever have that in Africa? What the heck has been going on Earth? Just put nice hospitals for everybody, please. Thank you. And that will be done. And if there's one thing I could do with my way I was born, is that I want the hospitals there. And that is it. Otherwise, don't prod and poke me, and don't try to find out how I do it. I can have power, but I don't have to act like a child over this. Because when I say that, that's really childish. I am a grown woman, I know that. Now, I sound horrible. I'm laying flat on my chair. I'm praying to God they don't fucking hit me with that poison again, dude. I'm terrified of these fucking monsters. I don't want to go in any rooms. If I go in my extra room, I go in my hallway, I'm scared. It didn't happen, that fear, until that fucking gas they brought here. That gas literally bedridden me. Anybody would feel the same way. You're walking into stuff that's making you bedridden and you can't even do your chores. You're just laying in bed. Every time you come into contact with it, you'd be scared too. I don't want to go in any rooms that might be in there. I can't take any more. I don't want to go diarrhea anymore. I am done. I'm just going to stay here. I wish Frasier was on. I have to wait till October 12th. I don't want to be in this terror cell watching Frasier. This is sick and cruel. When does this ever end? I start to panic on video. I know that. Okay, the chemical warfare gas, toxic lethal gas they have brought in since they tried to kill me with it, or they did. It's obvious if you watch those videos. I corrected my emotional words about homosexual guys. I corrected my words of anger towards gay men. I corrected that. Because there was gay men in this town that were part of all these just violent actions I witnessed people do. They made sure I knew they were for it and part of it. I'm afraid of these gay guys in this town. You think I'm not? You think I want to go take my garbage out and fucking encounter them? No. But they're not like the rest of the gay men in the world, and I had to correct that. Okay. Oh. What I'm supposed to say is, as far as I know, I need to contact a tenant lawyer. I have been sent multiple letters telling me I'm being evicted from a terrorist cell where they're using chemical warfare inside of it. And remember, I can't talk about what's happening outside of this house, and I can't talk about anything happening inside of this house except the chemical gas, poisonous, lethal, toxic. Oh God, blow your mind. Lethal, toxic gas. So I can't talk about anything except that. And that alone, you can't take someone to court. But I'm put into position with no other, I don't have any other option. So I'm going to contact a tenant lawyer. I don't even know how to conduct myself at that point. Do you seriously go to court, and with who? Who's showing up there? I don't even, like, this now has gone into an Orwellian sci-fi scenario that I just haven't considered would happen in America. No. I've never even heard of a dictatorship being implemented and a government being overthrown, and this kind of lunatics doing things like this during or before the dictatorship took power. I mean, I've never heard of anything this crazy. These individuals here, if you want my determination, are mentally ill by definition. I'm very concerned with what kind of individuals are going to be in these court proceedings. Like, what am I going to witness in there? I don't even know how to handle this. Why am I going to court with terrorists? What is happening in the United States? Okay, but I need to say that I'm recovering from the gas. I haven't been hit with it in my main room. I also can't get up. If I'm smart, I won't. It is that serious, the gas they have now brought to S Street and now use at least once a day on me. I think it's twice a day. I'd have to check my records that I keep notes of. That gas they used over and over and over. That day they filmed, they tried to kill me with it. That's what they were doing. It's all on video. It's all on Instagram, and they don't stop. They absolutely will not stop. No, they've gone gas happy. Who are these people? So I think a lot of them were U.S. military, U.S. police, law enforcement, so on and so forth. I believe some of them were Russian military, but I really honestly don't know with definity. That's the wrong word. Definitive, excuse me. I'm in here alone. All I know is that it's certainly poisonous. They certainly hit you in different rooms. Everything I've reported. All I know is this is madness and really scary how sick it makes you. And then my green light from, my guardian angel who's been protecting me through this said, I want you to say these words. Go ahead and just speak your mind and your heart on the video. And I do need to hang it up. I need to try to not go online too much today. But I'm alive. I'm chatting. I'm okay. I have healthy vital signs. That's what's crazy about this. I'm not hospitalizable. No, that'd be waste of the In a normal hospital, they wouldn't want to put you in there. You don't have any reason to be hospitalized. Right, but it's not explainable how I'm doing that with these kind of lethal gases. Well, let's research it because there is an explanation. And when we find that explanation, it's going to be really cool and great and big news. And what I want with it, because it's me that helped this happen, it's my body. I want hospitals in Africa. I have the power to insist on that. It's an atrocity that the governments there were held down like they were, and this is a whole nother stuff and things to talk about another day because it clearly can't do it right now. Okay, so that is what is to be said. I'm laying here. My only mission is to eat solid food. I made some salmon and some Brussels sprouts. All I have to do is heat them up. I have oatmeal. You just add a little water, and I have a ton of bananas. This gas has put me into this physical state of being bedridden where I can't even do any more than stumble, crawl, heat food up, stumble, crawl, back to the bed, and lay here, and lay here, and lay here. And every time they hit me again the next day, hit me again the next day, I can't do any more than this. They are making me so sick in here. Okay? It is really serious. I am really upset. I have some salmon. I have some Brussels sprouts. I'm just going to sit here and stare at the ceiling and wait for the poison to stop. Okay, goodbye.